Do you have any idea? 10 phrases that intelligent people would never say. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. Plato. It is no secret that words are powerful and impactful. We know that words are essential. The phrases we choose to use, whether negative or positive, can significantly change how people view us, how well we do in the workplace, and how we even see ourselves. There are certain times in conversations we say something that caused us immediate regret or lead to disappointment later. It has happened to most of us at one point or another. The words we use have the uncanny ability to make you look bad even when the words are right. Worst of all, there's no taking them back once they slip out. The terms that come out of our mouths can be interpreted in 4 ways: positive, negative, neutral, or unclear. Smart people know that language matters. They understand that what they say reveals their beliefs and thoughts. Intelligent people carefully select their words before saying them out loud. They make sure their words are appropriate for the time and they choose to speak transparently. It is a great way to inspire others to believe in them. So, if you want others to think you are intelligent, start with the way you speak. Today, in this video, we are going to look at some of the phrases or words that you won't hear from an intelligent person. And if you're smart, then you would find the things you would not like to say to anyone in this list. Let us dive into the video then. Number 1. I am a very smart person. You will not find those words coming out of any intelligent person's mouth because an intelligent or smart person never brag about how smart and competent they are. When people continuously boast about how smart they are, they lack self-confidence, feel inadequate, or are seeking validation from others. If you have to specify that you're smart, something's wrong somewhere. Smart people are those who present compelling ideas and arguments. Most understand what is appropriate in different social situations, and none of them need to state that they are smart to get their point across. They let their ideas and actions do the talking. Emotionally mature people don't brag about their IQ level. According to a study, there are 9 kinds of intelligence. IQ tests examine only one particular type and they usually favor people who are good at solving puzzles and problems. They aren't magic tests that locate smart people. According to psychologists, the IQ system falls when it comes to measuring those abilities crucial to making sound judgments in real-life situations. So, stop gloating about your smartness to others. When asked about Stephen Hawking's IQ, he replied, "I have no idea. People who boast about their IQ are losers." Number 2. This may be a silly idea. Never use phrases like, "I'm going to ask a stupid question." This might be a dumb question, but there is no such thing as a dumb question. But prefacing your queries this way certainly makes them sound dumber. These overly passive phrases instantly erode your credibility. Even if you follow these phrases with a great idea, they suggest that you lack confidence, which makes you lose faith in you. There's no shame in asking a question. Own it. The same goes for sharing a suggestion or idea. Don't underestimate yourself by using words like, "This might sound silly," or "This is probably stupid," but don't be your own worst critic. If you're not confident in what you're saying, no one else will be either. Intelligent people are confident when they're about to say something, and they prepare every word in their minds. They also start with words that make them look like they know what they're talking about and have their every bit of confidence in it. Instead of saying this word, you can use, "I'm not completely sure about the idea, and I would be glad to have your opinions." Number 3. I wasn't asked to do that. That's not a part of my job description. It's not a subtle thing to say when you're asked to do something off from your daily job activities. This often sarcastic phrase makes you sound like you're only willing to do the bare minimum required to keep getting a paycheck, which is a bad thing if you like job security. No employer wants to hear from their employee. They are only willing to do the things they were signed for. So, if your boss asks for anything that you find somewhat unfitting for your position, don't use this phrase. Instead, try to do it eagerly. Later, you can have a conversation with your boss about your position in the company and whether an update in the job description is needed. The more appropriate way, and it also helps to establish a long-term understanding between you and your boss. Number 4, it has to be perfect. There is no such thing as perfect, no matter how hard you try. A project can never be done perfectly because it just can't meet the criteria for perfect. We all are evolving and we can be better than our previous versions, but we never can be the perfect version of ourselves. You have to understand and accept both the good and bad sides of you. If you want to do something perfectly, you are most likely not to finish the project because you will find at least one mistake whenever you think you have made it perfect. Intelligent people know that they're not perfect, nor their product or service will be. They work hard, do their best, and move on. Perfectionism will only hold them back from continuously moving forward. Number 5, that's not fair. Everyone knows that life isn't fair to us sometimes. You just have to deal with it. But instead of dealing with it, crying fall over or complaining about something you feel is unfair can very quickly make you sound immature or whiny, not smart. It makes you look like you're someone who thinks life is a candy house and nothing will go wrong. It will instead put a bad image of you on the people's mind who are around you. So give up the winning and try to figure out what went wrong. Instead of complaining when things don't go their way, intelligent people want to know what exactly went wrong or what made the decision maker disapprove of their idea. It allows them to make the proper adjustments to prevent future mistakes or misunderstandings. They'll talk to others about how things can be made more balanced. They know complaining will get them nowhere. In simple words, intelligent people gather feedback to understand what areas they need to strengthen. Number 6, it's not my fault. Just like saying these words announces that you couldn't possibly be wrong or at fault ends up making you sound defensive and immature. It's never a good idea to cast blame. Be accountable. You have made a mistake, so what? Everybody makes mistakes in their life, and these mistakes make us experience on the path of our lives. If you had any role, no matter how small, in whatever went wrong, own it. The moment you start pointing fingers is the moment people see you as someone who lacks accountability for their actions. People lose their faith from you. If there is no part of you in the accident that occurred, then offer an objective and dispassionately explain your point of view. Intelligent people never point fingers at someone else and play the blame game. They strive to learn from mishaps. So, if you make any mistake, own it, face it, and learn from it. Number 7, I will try. According to the author of Geoffrey James, there are no 3 words in the English language that are more deceptive both to the person who says them and the person who hears them. People who say I will try have permitted themselves to fail. No matter what happens, they can always claim that they tried. Just like the word think, try sounds tentative and suggests that you lack confidence in your ability to execute the task. An intelligent or smart person would never use that phrase as they have confidence that they can perform the project at their best level. They'll say, I'll do it. They devote all their attention and energy to make the project as better as possible. Take full ownership of your capabilities. There is nothing that can be figured out given real intention and effort. While you shouldn't make promises you cannot keep, you also shouldn't be afraid of making too many promises that you can keep. As Yoda famously said in The Empire Strikes Back, do or do not, there is no try. Number 8, I can't. People often don't like to hear I can't because they think it means I won't. Saying I can't suggests that you're not willing to do what it takes to get the job done. Especially in the workplace, this one's an indicator that you lack either know-how, motivation, or both. There are many ways to do a single job. If you're eager to do the job, you can find your way to finishing the project giving your best. What you have to do is just figure out how you can do it most efficiently. That's what intelligent people do. They try to think of all the possible ways to finish a task when they are with something they are unfamiliar with. And if they just can't figure it out, instead of saying I can't, they offer an alternative solution. You attract what you think, and smart people know this. If you feel you cannot do something, then you probably cannot. Believe you can, and you'll find a way. Utilize positive thinking and don't be overly pessimistic. Don't give up before you've even started. Figure it out, and if you need help to do so, ask for it. There's no shame in asking for assistance so you can get something done, and done right. Number 9. No one else is doing that, so neither will I. Intelligent people do not conform with others. When they find a challenge worth their time and effort, they don't back down to accept that challenge. But it has to have the worth so that they can gain some experience from that. You will not find smart people taking on challenges like who could eat the most hot dogs or something like that. If there's a task or responsibility that everyone is unwilling to accept, it will be the smartest person in the room who rise and accept the challenge. Just because no one does, it doesn't mean it should not be done. Intelligent people use challenges as a means by which they develop new skills and learn something new. Smart people know that putting in a little extra effort can go a long way. That's how they're able to find success. Number 10. This is how I've always. Saying such a thing to your boss, employees, or co-workers will not bring you any good. Just because something has been done a certain way doesn't mean it's the best way. It is even more important to note because of the advancement of technology. Methods and processes are continually getting revamped. In this fast-changing society, where even a 6-month process can seem outdated, and saying the above phrases show that you're not willing to embrace change or are just unwilling to put in the effort to learn something new. Sticking to a method or process just because it's familiar makes you look more stubborn and close-minded than smart. Smart people are open to new ideas and suggestions. Intelligent people don't resist positive change. They want things to be smoother and more efficient. They're happy to learn new technology and adapt to developments well. They embrace change because this new technology or problem-solving approach could make their lives easier. Being smart isn't just about factual intelligence. Emotional and social intelligence are just as relevant. Knowing what not to say in certain situations is crucial to anyone who wants to present themselves as smart and capable. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, click the like button. And for more videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe.